up, guys? Welcome back to A Trucker's Life. I'm Jorge Navarro. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. If you are been subscribed, welcome back, guys. And don't tell nobody I just took my face mask off. I'm here in Charlotte right now, about to catch flight number 2, and I'm excited. They're on their way to pick up hot chocolate. Yes. I will talk to you guys about the bill, how much it all costs me, is going to cost me at the end of the day, including rental of the truck, including flights that I've had to take from Chattanooga to Texas, and from Texas back up here to Chattanooga, and then all the fees and all the stuff that I had to buy along the way. I will explain to you guys all that whenever we get to hot chocolate. I'm so excited. You guys just don't understand. This is what the president feels like whenever you the gangway to get up on the plane. Yeah, no. Far from that. Flight number 2. Well, we made it, finally made it to Chattanooga, and waiting on my lift to get here right now. But everybody's lift, this is kind of funny. I get to sit in the back of a cop car again. Only been in the back of it one time, guys, when I was younger. But I get to do it again, because check out my lift. Get to sit in the back of a police car again. I'm here, guys. I'm here to get my truck, but doesn't want to start. Check this out too, guys. you can't make this up. You cannot make this up. So y'all hear that little leak? So this is what all got replaced, I think. This stuff here, whatever. But y'all hear that air leaking? They were supposed to change this, and I think they changed that right there. Focus. I think they changed that when you can clearly hear this right here leaking. All right, guys. Well, I finally made it home. I am home safe and sound, and things didn't go as planned with my truck, and I will go over this stuff with you real quick. But first, this is going to require a little bit of tea here. Good old ginger tea. Because the number that came up at the end of all these repairs is quite high. So, without further ado, let's go over the numbers, and take this with a grain of salt, guys. Not necessarily this is because of the shop, although I will make a separate video of the outcome with my experience with this shop. And, but yeah, I'll make a separate video on that, because I'm still working on some things with them, and unfortunately, hot chocolate is not 100% yet. Let me explain to you first before we get to these numbers. So I picked up the truck, and there was a couple things that was going on with it. As you guys saw, one of the hoses was not put on, that was supposed to be put on. But the shop foreman, which actually the shop foreman he's a really nice guy, Not too much that I can say for the other few people that work there. But as far as the shop foreman, he's a very, very nice guy, and he accepted his mistake, and he fixed it. So he did put the hose on for me. The hose was there, and it was actually a couple $100 hose. He ended up just saying, hey, I'm just going to go ahead and replace it, and don't worry about it. So we were good to go. All right, so I took off, drove about 5 miles, and the truck asked for a regen. I said, okay, they've been doing some DEF stuff to the truck, and it should be warranted that it might need another regen real quick. So I stopped, did a regen, parked regen. It took almost an hour for that parked regen. No check engine lights, nothing like that. Took off, drove about 20 miles, boom, check engine light came on, and I connected my OTR scanner. Guys, if you don't have one of these scanners and you're an owner-operator, not paid advertisement, you need to get you one of them. So I plugged it in, and it told me it was the before catalyst knock sensor, which was a knock sensor that I already had changed before, and is also an issue that they were supposed to have looked at, and supposedly they did. And what they found was that the batteries were low. So they replaced the batteries, and as you guys saw, that the batteries actually, big mistake, the batteries were replaced because I actually went and double checked with their parts guy, and they actually were replaced, but I thought they weren't because the batteries I had on there were brand new, and apparently they were no good. So I got my truck jumped because the truck was dead when I got there. So it could be that the batteries just sat so long, and if you don't turn the master power off on that truck, it will drain down because there's a refrigerator inside there that's running. So that's what happened. I guess they left it for a while, and when I got to it, it didn't want to start. And I called the shop back, told them what was going on. They said, well, it showed us that it was battery issues. I said, yeah, but you changed the batteries. And then I drove it for like 400 or 500 miles, parked my 10 hours, turned the truck off. When I tried to turn it back on, it had a slow start. So batteries, I think, are not good again. But they could have went bad for sitting for a long time. So that's something that we're still talking about, and I might swing by there and get them to check out the batteries. Hopefully they can put another batteries if there are. It is a battery issue. And I'm also thinking about adding a fourth battery. My truck only came with 3. So that's what's going on right now as far as that. The truck, as far as running, though, it ran excellent. No issues with fuel or nothing like that. All that just ran excellent. And guys, oh my gosh, I did not know how different it is to ride in a Peterbilt 389 and a long nose truck than it is in a short nose truck. Because that other Peterbilt that I was driving, the white one, was the roughest thing I'd ever been in, even rougher than a Freightliner. Maybe that truck just needed shocks and stuff like that to make it a little smoother, but that thing just beat you to heck. I got into my truck, it was like sitting on a cloud, and it was just the smoothest thing that my back's had in a while. All right, guys, so let's get to these numbers. So let's start off with the rental of the truck. So the rental of the truck weekly is $625 total. They only charge you for 5 days. If you have the truck for 6 days, they won't charge you beyond the 5 days. So I had the truck a total of 6 weeks, and that totaled up to $3,750 for the complete rental of that white truck. All right. Now we're gonna include the flights on this too, because I had to pay for the flight to come down back to Texas and to go back up to Chattanooga, and totaling those flights were $1,100. You put them both together. Very, very expensive to fly into Chattanooga. There's no direct flights into that city, and it's a little small plane that usually goes into that terminal there. So that was very, very expensive. It was cheaper for me to fly to El Salvador, a round trip, than it was to go one way into Chattanooga there. So pretty pricey. So taxi services, well, I call it taxi services, but it was Uber and Lyft, totaled up to $100 to and from the airport, and all that fun stuff. And then parts. So I paid $1,100 for the pump that was found, that Adrian found for me. And so that was 1,100 bucks for that. And then the Peterbilt shop charged me $4,800 for their labor and parts that they installed. One of the most expensive parts on that was, let's see, the fuel filter. What's it called? The fuel filter module, I guess, where all the fuel, where that filter goes in. That all totaled up, parts and labor with all that good stuff, filter and everything, was 1,812 bucks for just that. That was one of the most expensive things that they did. They also did a control valve, fuel pressure, and whatever miscellaneous things. That was like 1,400 bucks as well. But yeah, it totaled up to $4,800. The grand total of this breakdown for me cost me $10,800 for this complete breakdown. And there might have been some things that I've missed here or there, but that was the complete break. That was how much I spent on this breakdown. So very, very, very expensive. Luckily, I got stuck out in a city where there was a major airport. At least that was, a positive. And I was able to get to an airport quite easily, go back, be home for Christmas, and then get a flight back up there to go pick up the truck. So that's it, guys. That's pretty much the breakdown of how much money I had to come out of. Well, I'm going to have to pay total. I am getting a small loan from Hennef that I will be paying back in about a month or so. I'll have that paid off, and I should be squared away with everything else. Very, very important for me to have been working for this company, for Hennef, because had this been just one truck that I own and I'm an owner operator and I'm independent all out there by myself, I probably would have lost everything that I own, house, cars, everything, because 2 months of being broke down is just crazy. It's a crazy amount of time. I get it. Parts are hard to find. I understand all that. But the craziest thing is that we were able to find, and I say we because friend Buddy at Peterbilt and Angel and Adrian, they all, got together and helped me out. And there was some of you that that also offered your guys' help. And I really appreciate everybody that helped me get this part. But like I was saying, the craziest thing is that this part was only like 400 miles away from this place. And it was also another Peterbilt dealership. And they could not find it anywhere. It was just, to me, it was kind of crazy. I found another website, and I'll put the website down here at the bottom. I can't remember right offhand the name of it, but it's a website that actually has had a bunch of used, and I think a couple of new of those pumps after the fact that we found everything. And it also has a lot of really, really good parts that I think they have some database nationwide that they can find just about almost any part. But yeah, guys, back to being lucky for working here is that I was able to jump in a truck to continue making money, and I really didn't miss a big beat as far as like bills and all that stuff. Everything continued to get paid on time, and I was good to go. So it was very, very fortunate that I was able to that I'm working here where I'm able to rent a truck. Had I been an independent guy, I would have probably lost everything. I mean, 2 months is just a long time without without having any truck or any income coming in. So yeah, it was an unfortunate thing, guys, but we must continue pushing on, and we can't let this keep us down. And we got to figure out this other issue that we got going on. But luckily, I'm still rolling. I'm being able to continue to bring in a little paycheck and continue to pay the truck. So all in all, my experience with this shop was not the best at all, because of certain people that worked there. Like I said, the shop foreman was exceptionally nice. But nice doesn't help repair something, right? But he's working with me. As far as two other people that work there, just because those two people, in my experience, I would never go back there myself personally, because this is my personal experience. You guys can make your own judgment on what you would do, but my personal experience, I would never go back there. I think that if I were to break down up in that area again, I'm just going to call a tow truck and pay $4,000 to bring it back to Houston, because I know that around here the parts are more available and there's shops that I trust. So yeah, we're not gonna do that ever again with them. Well, other than going to go get these batteries swapped out, because at the end of the day, I mean, they put them on, they need to replace them if they're not good. But yeah, that's what I got going on, guys. And we're going to keep on pushing. That's all we can do. But thank you guys for being here on this journey with me. This was a crazy journey that we went through together, and just a little learning experience for all of us. And, just be careful. Be careful on where your truck ends up going. And I should have taken advantage. I should have taken advice of the tow truck driver, because that tow truck driver told me that I should take it to the Kenworth dealership, because they're 24 hours. I think from what I understand, they're 24 hours. And he said that most of the stuff that goes there gets in and out of there pretty quick. I didn't do it because of the warranty, because I had the warranty, and the warranty only covers the Peterbilt dealerships, not the Kenworth dealerships. But this is also another learning experience for me, that screw the warranty. Basically, screw the warranty. I mean, if it can, yeah, we're just going to get it fixed other places, because warranty covered some. It did cover the pump. They did reimburse me back for the pump on the original bill, which was like $7,000. So they took that off of this, and but still, nonetheless, it was still $10,850. So yeah. But thank you guys again for joining me one more time, guys. Don't forget to be kind to one another. Help anybody needs help. Anybody contemplating suicide, 1-800-273-8255. Military men and women, thank you so much for your service. And let's get hot chocolate on the road. Let's go make some money. Peace. We're out of here.